G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 9 of our Juventus Rebuild here on Dylan on the Ball. We are back. It feels like forever since I've done this. Like, I know it's only been, since Thursday at this stage, but for FIFA, it's been like a week and a half since I've recorded. It feels bizarre. I've had illness after illness. It's been a horrible time. I'm going a bit crazy, but now I can talk. You might still hear it a bit in my voice that I'm not quite 100%, but look, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm keen. I couldn't go another day without doing this. I needed to get this done, get it out there, and get back into the swing of things with a bit more Juventus. Why not go back in just at the deep end, at the second leg of the Coppa Italia Semi Final against AC Milan. You may recall from the last video that we did win 2-0 in the first leg. We did the highlights of it and won 2-0. So we do have, a little bit of a buffer going into this one, but me in my reduced capacity, still recovering, something like that anyway. I'm pretty happy with that, so I can't complain. Before we get into it, make sure you guys do leave us a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, comment what you think of it, what you think we should do next, rebuild, what team you'd like to see us rebuild, all that sort of beautiful stuff. And maybe let me know if you've got any ideas for one-off videos for Football Manager, because at the moment I'm doing shorts on every Monday, Wednesday and Friday of just FIFA content, but I'd like to do one-off videos on Football Manager like we've done in the past. There's a playlist with all of them in there if you're interested, where we do like wheel challenges. So a wheel spins, we select players from that team to build a team. Anyway, that was a poor description. Just sort of one-off things like that. We can do a Wheel of the World Cup team, so we build a squad based off of the countries that we get from a wheel, and they're only the countries that were at the World Cup. I don't know. Let me know what you guys reckon. Look, if I can somehow squeeze it in somewhere and just schedule it to upload through the week, that'll do. Working full-time and doing a bunch of videos isn't the easiest. Anyway, I've got so much to say because I haven't done this in ages. I'm just so pumped and full of energy and full of enthusiasm, ready to do it. Anyway, I don't want this to be an hour-long video because my voice will eventually drop out. Let's get cracking. Let's get straight into the highlights. There's been 4 games since you were last here, 2 of them being 2 legs against Bayern Munich in a quarter-final of the Champions League, the other 2 being league matches, so buckle up, let's get through them. First up was away to Bayern Munich, and Angel Correa gets the scoring underway here. Just one of those the highlights package broke a little bit. One of those highlights where you just had no chance. They were already completely open in the box. They swung in across, and he got there before anyone else. Nodded it into just about an empty net because Szczesny didn't do very well. I was going to swear. Then Moise Kean gets played through there by Leon Bailey. Finds the back of the net. Makes it 1-1, which is a pretty good result away at the Bayern Munich. What's the Bayern Munich stadium? I think theirs is called the Allianz Stadium as well. I don't know. It was 1-1 though. Then we hosted Udinese, and at the back stick, Chiesa couldn't get it done, but Kostic could. So it is Vlahovic with the cross over towards the back post, towards Chiesa, whose header isn't quite finding the back of the net. Luckily, Kostic is there to tap that one home. Chiesa then makes up for his, missed chance, I guess? I don't know, it didn't really matter because we scored, but he gets himself a goal here. Could have tapped it across for Vlahovic to get an easy one, but, that's a bit tame and lame. I'd rather break his legs and put it in for 2-0 and all 3 points. Then the return leg against Bayern Munich. Thankfully, we're on the right end of the only highlight that had a goal. Moise Kean gets put through here. Just fortunately, it's one of those ones where we're away and we could run away from the defence, find the back of the net, and we managed to hold them out in the few chances they had. We progressed to the semi-final. Then most recently in Serie A, away at Inter Milan, a 1-0 win thanks to that. It looks so terrible from that angle, but it's a dinked little cross there, I think from Pogba, and then Dusan Vlahovic does very well to actually get his toe on the end of the ball. Anyway, he prods it past Onana for all 3 points. So the 2 wins in Serie A there have us on top of the league. We're ahead by 9 points with 5 games to spare, meaning that if Atalanta win all 5, they'll get a total of, quick maths, 86. So we would only need 7 points from remaining 5 fixtures to secure a league title, which I think if you offered that to a Juve fan right now, they'd probably take, being in this position ahead of where they are in real life. Juventus being in real life 10 points off the top of the table as the World Cup is ongoing at the minute, and also having been knocked out in the group stage of the Champions League. Of course, finishing on equal points with Maccabi Haifa? I'm going to say Maccabi Haifa, because that sort of makes the most sense to me. It also sounds a bit like JB Hi-Fi, which Australian fans, if I have any, may know. I don't know. It's just an electronics store in Australia. Anyway, as for the Champions League, as you saw, we did progress 2-1 over Bayern Munich on aggregate. Perhaps going into it, not the favourites to go through on that one, but I mean, that wouldn't be the only shock that round, as the holders Real Madrid get knocked out by PSG, Chelsea get knocked out by Atletico Madrid, which, you know, could go either way, I suppose. I mean, they won 2 years ago, whatever. The other shock, Sporting Club Portugal have knocked out Liverpool. How on earth has that happened? Like, I mean, surely Klopp's out of a job. I don't know how the Premier League's going, but surely he's out of a job. That, however, has led us to a semi-final against PSG, meaning that the final will have either Atletico, which they have made a couple in the last decade or so, whenever it was, when, I mean, they lost to Real Madrid, I think, both times? Did they make 2? Oh, my knowledge of the Champions League is a bit iffy. But if somehow Sporting Club Portugal get there, that would be just incredible. I would love that. We've also got PSG, who were in our group this year. I think we lost to them in the first fixture, and then ended up spanking them in the reverse one. We only did the highlights of the first one, lost like 1-0, I think, and then we played the second one. I think we won like 5-0 or something, so it was a bit mental. But that may be a future video. I haven't really looked at the scheduling. I just wanted to get cracking on this, so I got straight into it. Anyway, that's enough of a wrap-up. Today's fixture is the semi-final of the Coppa Italia against Milan. We are the hosts. We're already up 2-0. We should breeze through. The other semi-final is Roma versus Inter, which should be a bit of a cracker, really. And potentially we'll end up, a future video will end up being the final of this, should we get through, which sort of hoping we do, because being up 2-0 already, probably should. Anyway, enough talking. I can feel my voice getting hoarser and hoarser. Let's get through to the lineups. So our Juventus lineup for the second leg of this semi-final tie against Milan, a heavily rotated 11, but I'm very content with doing that because we are very good still. Also, when you look at the Milan lineup, you can sort of see why I'm pretty happy with having some not tired people on there. Our lineup, though, is Szczesny in goals, a backline of Dalot, Bremer, Rugani and Sosa, midfield 3 of Lima with Miretti and Rabiot ahead of him, and a front 3 of Bailey on the right, Keane up front, and World Cup stud Cody Gakpo. I mean, he's no longer there, but he was a stud when he was there. Anyway, as for Milan, they've got Maignan in goals, perhaps should be playing for France instead of their captain Lloris. Backline of tired Dest on the right, Tomori, who should have been at the World Cup, Kalulu and Balotelli. Midfield 3, the holders are Tonali and Adli. I think his name's Yassine Adli. I can't remember. If it's the guy I'm thinking of, he was at Bordeaux, and I actually really like the look, just the way he carries the ball, just like glides with it. It's really, I don't know, looks really good. Anyway, Brahim Diaz is then the number 10, with the wingers Leao on the left, Messias on the right, and Charles de Ketelaere up front. Look, it's definitely an understrength Milan side. We are the better team, even though we've rotated most of our 11, and we're like, not only are we better, but we're all fit, and they are not. So we should be winning this. We should be. Let's get to it. Here we go then, we are at the Allianz, ready for this big one. Guys, make sure you do leave us a like down below, subscribe if you are new around here, comment what you think of it, what you think the next rebuild should be, what Football Manager content you'd like to see, all that sort of stuff. Thank you very much for the support so far. I mean, I think when I looked earlier today, we were at 107 subscribers, which is, again, thank you. It's a bit weird and wild. I'm really enjoying it. It's just me in front of a TV at the moment and just having fun. So, I mean, the fact that you guys are enjoying watching it, amazing. Thank you. Let's keep it going, I guess. Anyway, let's head to the game. Let's hopefully get through to a Coppa Italia final. Alrighty, underway here. Milan have kicked off. I am probably going to be a little rusty because it has been like that whole time. I've just been playing Football Manager. I'm not. Oh, that's surely a foul. Oh, that's a tame effort. Yeah, I've just been playing Football Manager, so and NBA. But I haven't played much FIFA in since the last video. Oh God, here's Brahim Diaz. Why did he pass? Why did Brahim Diaz pass that? That was outrageous. Thank you, but outrageous. Oh, that's a poor pass too. Oh no, this is not starting well. Brahim Diaz loses it again. Not a good start for Brahim, who, for me, I think, from what I've seen anyway, had a really good season for Milan, which is great to see as he's a former Manchester City player, so I want to see him doing well. Here is Keane, losing it, tried to play in Gakpo for more of his World Cup heroics. I don't know why I said that like that. Might take me a couple of minutes to get back in, I think, because maybe not used to it yet. But so far, other than that one opening, we're controlling the ball well. I think my voice is also starting to go. Here's Leon Bailey. Oh, what was that? Okay, I've got to turn something off. Something's changed, and I've got to turn something off. Do you see that? Someone's run was highlighted. Anyway, I've got to change that. Alright, somehow the trainer had come back on, for whatever reason, but we will take our corner here with Leon Bailey. We are knuckleballing corners, because why not? Oh, Gakpo can't quite get there. Can Leon Bailey stay on side? He does. We'll swing that in towards Keane. Can't win it. Can Bremer though? Yes, but gives it away to Brahim Diaz. Oh, see, you see Adley. He's too good, mate. Big player. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he was playing for... Oh, that's a good tackle. Moise Keane's now through. Moise Keane across the keeper. Goal. It's beautiful. Just that one tackle. Who was it? Might have been Conrad Lima. I'm just guessing by the hair colour. It was a blur. It was either Conrad Lima or it was Borna Sosa. Either way, one tackle of a centre back playing out with the ball. And we're able to then... I think that is Conrad Lima? I don't know. We're able to then pass through Moise Keane though, who fires it across the keeper. 4-1-0. 3-0 on aggregate. And we are heading to a Coppa Italia final, apparently. I really hope this video doesn't just sound like absolute, horrid quality garbage. Because, I'm trying so hard not to have just the graveliest, grossest voice. Here's Brahim with another chance. Oh, saved by Szczesny. I feel like he probably could have caught that. There's also some cockatoos in the back. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hopefully not. But they are going absolutely mental. There must be 7 of them or something like that in a tree, just going mental. Gorgeous birds with it, just loud and annoying. Corner for Leao, swung in towards the Ketelaere. Good clearing header, whoever that was. Still on here though. Tonali. Why? Okay. Szczesny palms it out for a corner, but why does he not catch that? It's going at a snail's pace. He's got all the time in the world to just take a step over and grab that, and we don't have to defend another corner. Come on, mate. Man, those cockatoos going nuts. Another corner here. It was Leon Bailey that's won it. He's dribbled it away. We can now move on with our lives. Alright, finally we are out. I've had a bit of a cough. I've also been on the beers, so life's good. I'm well hydrated and my throat's nice and moist. I don't know what to say there. I don't know why I was saying that. Anyway, counter-attack here for Milan. It's Leao on the ball. Bremer is very quick for a centre-back. He's done well to catch up to Leao. Ballo-Touré now back to Leao. Interestingly, lets it run out for a goal kick. Sure, why not? Cheers, man. As a part Croatian person, I'm very excited for tomorrow morning. I'm very much hoping that they beat Argentina and we just get a complete repeat of last World Cup final, because I'm not sure if that's ever happened before, that we've had the exact same. Somebody tell me. Okay, when I was talking up Yassine Adli, I didn't want that to happen. I was thinking about the World Cup, wasn't thinking about defending. Yassine Adli has taken full advantage, runs straight through, and he scored. Why is no one tackling him? What's happened? Bloody hell. And then he just absolutely fires it across the keeper, top corner. Beautiful goal. And it's 1-1, 3-1 on aggregate. Goodness me. Not that I wouldn't love to see... moving on. Not that I wouldn't love to see Messi get to a World Cup final and maybe win it. But selfishly, I'd much prefer to see Croatia get there. Anyway, here's Moise Kean looking for Leon Bailey. Oh, no, nothing doing there. Conrad Lima now plays it out towards Dallo, who'll look towards the far post, towards Gakpo. No, headed away well. Milan have defended fairly well, and I feel like also as they play out, they've been decent. Oh, Rabiot to Gakpo, tries to run through someone. So that was an interesting move. I say completely pretending like it wasn't me that made him do it. Miretti then also screws up a pass, completely his fault, not mine. Leao now for Milan. Good ball this for Ballo-Touré. Goal kick. Oh, I thought that was going to be penalty. For some reason, the world stood still then. As he takes the shot, Bremer makes contact and he stumbles. Oh. Luckily for us, that counter-attack comes to nothing. And see the cobwebs are very slowly coming off here. With the 2-0 lead coming into this one, I felt pretty confident. Leon Bailey plays a good ball there for Moise Kean. Moise Kean can play Lima out to Borna Sosa. Sosa backed into a corner there. Gakpo towards Miretti. Oh, just over his head. Well headed away then by De Ketelaere, who should be their furthest forward, but he headers it forward to no one, which is an interesting move. Not really been able to create much against this Milan side, which isn't ideal. That also wasn't ideal from Miretti. And it's half time. Just like that. I didn't even clock that it was getting close to half time, and here we are. It's 1-1 at half time. We are 3-1 up though. Just got to hold out the second half. Alright, second half underway. Let's play better this half. I just want it to be better. Outside of the goal, I don't think we really created much, which is pretty poor for our standards. I mean, if you watched like the last couple of videos, we won. I think we beat Sassuolo like 5-2 or 4-2 or something. I don't know. But we scored 5. We smashed Leverkusen like 6-0 or something recently. We beat Roma 4-1. Where's that? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think that might be an own goal. I'm not sure. It's Leon Bailey gets his head to it on the end of a Cody Gakpo cross, which not exactly what you think Leon Bailey's going to be there doing, but I'll take it. I'm all for it. Cody Gakpo just gets a little bit of room outside the right back. The header down. It's a good header. Maignan does well to get his hand to it. Oh, it hits the post, then comes back against his glove. You hate to see it if you're from Milan, but I'm not too fussed about it. It's fine. It's 2-1. It does go down as an own goal for Maignan. And the dog next door, who is just the biggest thorn in this channel's side, has started barking. So hopefully that doesn't derail proceedings. Here's Cody Gakpo. Mazy run. Plays through Leon Bailey. Beautiful run. That is absolutely outstanding. Cody Gakpo somehow doesn't get tackled there. That was incredible. Then the through ball for Leon Bailey. Precise. Just is that? Oh, I thought someone was wearing a full kit there in the stands. Great ball in behind, threaded, precision, eye of the needle through ball, and Leon Bailey has a simple job. Really, just places it beyond Maignan to put us up. What's that? 3-1 on the day, I think. Yeah, 3-1 on the day, and that's more like it. A couple of chances created in quick succession, and we are absolutely rolling. That's now 5-1 on aggregate. Oh, this is a chance though. Brahim Diaz for Macias. Back to Diaz. De Ketelaere. God damn. Just couldn't defend. Just between those 3 players passing the ball, just passing and moving. Couldn't defend him. Just not good enough, is it? Just way too much space and 3 people passing around 2 people. Rabiot standing there watching. Don't know where Lima or Bremer were. Just Regani and Sosa up against 3 players, and very much goes into Ketelaere's favour. That's 3-2. An action-packed second half already. What's that? 3 goals in less than 15 minutes? Crazy town. It is good crossfield ball from Miretti towards Gakpo, who, he was starting off again, but he gets caught this time. And now Milan are taking it the other way. Macias jinks past Sosa. He'll then... Stop! Are you absolutely... How has that happened? How is that ball just like a slow pass across the box? How has no one got to that and it's just fallen kindly to the feet of Charles de Ketelaere? I'm going to lose my absolute mind right now. That is insane that no one's marking him. Where's Bremer running off to? Nowhere near him. Again, de Ketelaere just has to put his foot through the ball. He's looking brilliant. We're making him look brilliant. Oh my goodness. I'm going to throw this controller. Holy bloody hell. I shouldn't take like weeks between playing because, look, as much as I love the game, man, I'm filthy. Here's Dest. They're running forward again. Where's our midfield? Like every time, they're just straight through our midfield onto our defense, who apparently can't do anything. Sosa manages this time to get it out for a corner. And they take him off. Oh. Okay, it's for Ibrahimovic. That makes sense. Oh, just about one there from Bailey. And we'll play out. Man, what? Stop that. That was a simple pass. Any professional footballer can hit that goddamn pass. Oh. Filthy. Balotelli to Leao. Back to Balotelli. Why are we all running away? Leao back towards Balotelli. In for Ibrahimovic. Edge of the box, Adley. To Rebic. Oh, Szczesny comes and plays. I was very worried there that he wasn't going to get there. Sosa plays Rabiot. Gakpo now to Keane. Can play Gakpo again. He'll cut inside. Yes, Gakpo. Yes, Gakpo. No. Okay, well, it looked good for a minute there. Now Macias. Oh, no, Brahim Diaz it is. Sorry. Because Macias has gone off. Brahim Diaz now also going off for Berenguer, who I think might be a higher overall. Maybe could have started. Don't think Brahim did that much, but I don't know, maybe drew defenders away from de Ketelaere, and that's why de Ketelaere was so open. That's what I'll tell myself anyway. Here's Leon Bailey in the box. Oh, looked for a little bit of room there. Why did Dallo stop overlapping? Where did he go? Where was he going? And how was that pass so good? Jeebus. Lima wins it. Thank bloody heck. Miretti to Rabiot. Rabiot from range. Scores. Okay, it wasn't range. It wasn't good. But it's a goal. I do not care. I am... Oh my god. I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry that this video has absolutely derailed. I'm just... That full kit person's back. It's just gone to heck. Miretti, good turn on the ball. Plays through Rabiot. Is there a deflection on that or something? Because it just looks funny, doesn't it? Tries to fire it far post. Tamori's there. Does get a touch to it. Maignan then has to adjust. Can't quite get his hands on it after the deflection. And we take the lead 4-3. I don't know why I'm so angry. Because technically we're up, 6-3 now? So, they do need 3 goals. It just should never have happened. None of this should have happened. Balotelli now through. They never cross the ball, this PC, do they? Oh, there we go. There you go, sons. Finds Rebic. Easy save at the near post for Szczesny. Now Sosa, who's still at the World Cup. Just another reminder that Croatia is still in it. Berenguer now from range. Oh my god. Since when do they take long distance shots like that? We're not going to make a change there because we don't want to take off a World Cup superstar. Berenguer with the corner towards Bailey again. Bailey, it seems like they've worked out that Bailey isn't that tall. So they're taking him on at every corner. But then he scored a header or contributed a goal through a header. So maybe they need to change their tactics. I need to also not just run through people, apparently, which is, who would have thought? Leao now into the box. Tonali back to Adley. Adley out to Berenguer. Deflected. Wow, this has been... If this was a one-off, what a final this would have been. Holy heck. The extra 2 goals make it a bit less exciting, but that's fine. Oh, good chance there. Save held by Szczesny. Szczesny will then roll it out toward... I wanted him to roll it out to Gakpo, who was standing right in front of him. What he did was interesting, though. What's that? What's his name? Kajaya? I can't say his dang name. The Danish fella. Guy who lost to Australia in the World Cup. Here's Leon Bailey. Bailey finds Rabiot. Alright, that's game. We're fine. Oh, the through ball. 3 minutes to go. Oh, Rebic, you sold it. Absolutely sold that. Oh, Rabiot. Oh, man. Okay, Florenzi now. Why is Florenzi not starting? I don't know how tired he is, but start him. Bloody hell. Dallo now running away with it. That was insane. Why Moretti is... Okay. Give it up. Whatever. We won. Okay, move on. Let's start. I've realised that there's a tifo that they show. It's supposed to be Del Piero, but it looks much more like Tony Popovic. If anybody knows Tony Popovic, it looks exactly like... I don't know why they've got it so nailed on as Tony Popovic, but sure. I mean, support whoever you want. Anyway, we're through. I don't want to talk about it. There it is. Ooh. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on. Yeah. A great run from Cody Gakpo. Finished off by Leon Bailey. Put us up 3-1 in this game. We end up winning it 4-3. But it never should have been this close. We started the second half brilliantly. Capped off with that beautiful goal there for Leon Bailey. So there you see, confirmation of our 4-3 win over AC Milan. 6-0 in aggregate. I mean, we won it. That's all that matters. Wasn't the best of performances, especially with PSG coming up next week, which not ideal. Not too long left in the season. We've got Lazio this weekend, followed by that game against PSG, then Salernitana, then PSG again. I think we'll actually just come back for this Roma Cup final, and then either end the season with Spezia or the Champions League final, depending on... I know, I'm risking it, putting the Champions League semi-finals up to the highlights, but look, we got past Bayern Munich. That should be just about an even test, I suppose, with PSG, so I'm banking on it anyway. Anyway, that'll wrap it up. I've been talking for way too long. My voice is hurting. I need to rest so that I can record Football Manager on Thursday. So, you know, I need that time, that 2 days between, for my voice to heal from this. And you could probably still hear how horrible it is. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. Make sure you do leave us a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to stick around to see where this season takes us, how it finishes up, who you reckon we should rebuild next, whether you think we should go again to a country we haven't done before on FIFA, whether it's La Liga or Liga or Bundesliga. I think they're the top 5 leagues that we haven't done yet. Anyway, let me know what you reckon. Let me know what Football Manager content you want. Anyway, anything like that. And that'll do us. Until next time, when we go again to win a Coppa Italia. Peace.